It's on.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. We have Durann Cree in studio with us this morning. She was a makeup artist born and raised right here in Austin, Texas. And thank you so much for joining us,
Of course,
Durann.
thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be here.
So I want to ask you a couple of questions about doing makeup. I don't know much about doing makeup, but I know other girls that they always do their eyeshadow and their eyeliner so beautiful. I have no idea how to do it at all, so it's really nice to have you in studio to show us
Yes,
today.
I'm excited to give y'all a little tutorial.
So what are you going to be showing us today?
Today I'm just going to give Savannah like a natural, kind of peachy look, perfect for spring or summer, so great for what's coming up.
So tell me how you got into doing makeup and doing it so elaborately.
Well, I have been watching YouTube videos forever, since I can remember. Well, that's not true, but since like I'd say 7th grade, I've been watching beauty bloggers on YouTube and stuff like that, and I've just always been so inspired by the creative aspect of life, and I really enjoy being able to make people feel confident and being able to inspire other people to maybe get involved. I'm also very interested in special effects makeup as well for film and stuff like that. Yes, so that is also very, very fun.
Well, thank you so much for being with us, Durann. Go ahead and show us what you got.
Alrighty,
Thank you.
Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is start with a clean face, and I had Savannah take off all her makeup, so that is perfect. And we're going to prime it first, and this is a really crucial step, especially in the summer and springtime, because if you don't, then you're going to be sweating and it's going to all come off eventually. This will just make it last longer and make it look a little bit more finished. Gotta get really in there. And my hands are clean. And Savannah is a little bit sunburned today, so I am going to do some color correcting. And if you have any red spots, this works with acne as well. It really helps to put a green concealer on. Green is the opposite color of red, so it really works to cancel out any redness that you have. Maybe some on your cheeks where it's most red. A lot of people are intimidated by the green lipstick concealer, but it is a friend, not a foe. I'm just going to put it like that. It doesn't really matter how blended it is because you're going to put your foundation over it, so it's going to all mix together. So now I'm going to take 1 or 2 pumps of this on the back of my hand and start blending it out on her face with the Beauty Blender. Put your hair behind your ear. And with foundation, also you want to make sure to bring it down on your neck because you don't want to be that girl with the different color face than her neck. I know, I always get that. It's like super relaxing. Especially this thing feels so good. And you want to make sure you get it on your side where your ear is, just to make sure it looks nice and blended and there's no spots that you missed. Look up for me with your eyes. Also make sure to get inside this little nose crease too, because that's a spot that some people miss and it's pretty noticeable, so. All right, so now this next step is I'm going to conceal and highlight under her eyes, just to bring some light to the face. Some dimension. Look up with your eyes. Open them and look up. Yeah. And I'm going to put some in the middle of her forehead and just on the tip of her nose. And look up. I know it's kind of uncomfortable, this part, but... Oops. All right. And then another crucial step to making this last all day, especially in the Texas heat, is we're going to set it with the powder. And you want to make sure that you put all your creams on before you set it with the powder, because if you put powder, or if you put cream back over a powder, it's going to cake up on you, and that's what makes your makeup look heavy. Look up again. Keep stepping on that. Just very lightly, because again, you don't want to put too much, and that'll do the same effect as putting a cream on top of it. It'll just make it look a little too cakey. All right, so next I'm going to go onto her brows. And with this look, I don't want her eyebrows to be like super like crazy outlined, you know. So I'm just going to use this marker. It's an eyebrow marker, and it's really natural looking, so I really love this. Just a little bit.
Mia, put that away, baby girl.
All right, now I'm going to move to the eyeshadow. And for this, also making it stay all day, you're going to want to prime your lid. I'm just using a concealer. You can use an actual primer as well, but this works for me pretty well, so I'm just going to use the concealer. And blend it out on the lid. All right, and then you're going to want to set the lid also before you start using your eyeshadows, because if you go straight in with a color, it's just going to stick and it won't be able to blend out really easily. Alrighty. So for her eyes, I'm going to do kind of a warm, peachy eye look. So I'm going to go in with a transition shade. And a lot of people don't use transition shades, but I think that it's like the most important step, because it really gives you that perfect blend into just your natural skin. So usually for a transition shade, you're going to want to use a cool toned brown. If you're using cool tone colors, if you're using warm peachy tones, you're going to want to use a warm toned brown, just to keep the look cohesive.
Caden.
Now that I've got the transition shade, I'm going to go in with this little orange shade and just keep that a little bit lower than I buffed out the transition shade, because then it'll just it'll cancel out the transition shade. You want the transition shade to be the highest blended out. And I'm keeping this on the outer corner and about halfway into her lid. And then I'm going to go in and place just a white shimmery tone right on the inner corner and the other half of the lid. And now is when I would put on mascara, but she has eyelash extensions, so you don't want to put mascara on those because the oil and the makeup will break it down. And then the last step is just going to be blush and highlighter.
Well, this looks great. It looks absolutely beautiful. So you're just going to add in some little blush, right, real quick?
Yes.
And I know the highlighter goes like right here at the edge of your cheek.
Yeah, just like right on the top where the sun would naturally hit. You can put it on your nose and on your brow bone as well.
Well, you look beautiful. How do you feel, Savannah?
Oh my gosh, so good. I love getting my makeup done. So.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks like you're getting the special treatment from Durann. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming in
Of
today,
course.
Durann.
Thank you for having me. This is a lot of fun.
Thank you so much. It looks like you've got some skills. I need to get as good as
It just takes practice.
Well, thank you so much, and make sure you stay tuned. We've got way more 24/7 for you after this.